AFL superstar.
How many countries will you visit? It's around about 32.
Eagle supporter.
Doesn't get any better than that.
No, that's it.
So Corey almost got overdue. Bateman. Brown, terrific half volley. Now to Osborne. To Bateman, hard running. Can kick a goal. 49 out. Low, straight. A beauty. Took the chance and scored.
Hi, Michaelkeil here. Today I'm at Lane Park. I'm with a very special guest, Chance Bateman. He's a premiership player for Hawthorn in 2008, played 177 games, and he's a life member of the Hawthorn Football Club. Chance, great to see you, mate.
No worries at all, mate. Thanks for having me.
So, Chance, tell us a little bit about how you ended up coming to Perth and where you're from.
Yep. So I'm a York boy. I grew up in York, played all my junior footy there. And when I was around 16, 17, I played some league footy for the York Roos back home. And from there, I got invited to come down and train with the Colts at the beginning of 1999. I'd been involved in the club's development squads through the sort of the 13s and the 15s, 16s. But 99 was the year I decided I'd have a real crack at coming down and playing as much footy for Perth as I possibly could. So yeah, in 99, ended up here, played the first 7 games for the Colts of that year, played league footy for the rest of the year, which was something that I didn't expect at all when I planned on coming down. A great experience. I got to play some league footy with some other blokes that were from my area up in the Avon. But because I'd qualified for the Colts finals at the end of that year, went back and was lucky enough to play in a premiership in 99 under Murray Cooper. So
beautiful,
yeah,
beautiful,
yeah.
good old Coop.
Yeah.
So he's a
good man.
Coach,
Yeah,
good hard coach.
yeah.
So Chance, so it was great you had success early.
Yep.
So in 1999, that season, you got drafted.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
How was that feeling? You know, and where were you when that happened? And what was your family? How was that?
Yeah. So that was 99. We're getting close to 20 years ago. So yeah, I'd met with a couple of footy clubs. I was invited to go to draft camp, which was held in Canberra. So I'd spoken with a few clubs over there, but Hawthorn were the ones that had shown the most interest, and they'd come over to the west to meet with a few guys like all the clubs do. And I met with them down at, I think it was East Freo. Met with Peter Schwab, who was the coach there, and Johnny Turnbull, who was the recruiting manager at the time. And he more or less said, if you're still around at pick 48, we're going to take you. So they were the only club to give me that sort of positive reinforcement that I'd get picked up. The rest were a bit iffy. So I was just full of nerves. I remember the day quite vividly. I was in York, had family and mates drop in on the day, and I was just laying on the lounge room floor in front of the TV. The old man was in the kitchen and couldn't see him. I think he was more nervous than anyone. Everyone else was around the TV, but he was just listening in the kitchen. And every name that gets read out and it's not yours, you just get more and more nervous. You know, it was always my dream to play AFL footy. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do as a kid growing up. And when my name got called out, just excitement, more relief over anything. But then it sort of dawned on me that, you know, within a week I'm going to be on the other side of the country. Sort of very limited amount of people that I knew, no real mates over in Victoria. But like I said, it's the only thing I ever wanted to do, so I would have played anywhere to follow my AFL dream.
Brilliant, mate. Just that whole story of that's what you wanted to do,
Yeah.
and achieving it.
Yeah.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
Chance, with your professionalism that you had at Hawthorn Football Club, it's widely known from people that were in the club that you were instrumental in changing the culture
Yep.
there, and really being a leader.
Yep.
And Perth's very, very lucky that Chance has come back to his home roots, and now your involvement with Perth has been, you came back as a player.
Yep.
Obviously you've had a few injuries from your AFL period,
Yep.
but now you're in the coaching arena. Tell us about what your role is this year with the Perth Demons.
Yep, so you're exactly right. I came back thinking I could play for a couple of years, and unfortunately after I think it was my 5th or my 6th shoulder operation, I decided to pull the pin on playing and sort of dip the toe in the water to see if coaching was something I'd be interested in doing. And I was very fortunate the footy club wanted to keep me around, and for the last 2 years I've been looking after the defenders. It's been a great experience. I really enjoy the aspect of being able to impart your knowledge and experiences onto young boys, and to see them grow and develop their footy and you know, pave their own way in terms of a footy career. So I really enjoy that, and this year I'm going to be able to do it with our midfield group. I played most of my footy as a you know, sort of a winger or an on-baller or a high half forward. So I like that area of the ground. I'm really excited about you know, what we can possibly do as a midfield group. So be taking the reins this year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
As a very proud and loyal Perth supporter, mate,
Yep.
I'm, you know, that midfield,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what can happen this
Yeah.
year, and hopefully Perth can head back up to the top of the ladder.
Absolutely.
That's
the plan.
Then the bottom, mate. So,
Yep.
and the guys are just so privileged to have somebody with your experience to impart that knowledge and that professionalism.